live everywhere.
We're live everywhere. Becky Booker, Jennifer S. behind the scenes.
Just Jen.
Just Jen. And we're going to start you off on your, hopefully, the best Monday ever with an amazing little live stream show today. We've actually got two coming up for you. Just to give you a little background, guys, Shop LC is one of the largest manufacturing jewelers in the entire world. We've got five home shopping outlets now, one here in Austin, Texas, so thank you for tuning in. We also have two sister stations in the UK, and we have one that came online about 2 years ago in Germany. So we're global, we're worldwide, but we're at home and local and right here to take care of you. So welcome everybody to our live stream. They happen twice a day, 10 a.m. Central Time here in the U.S. and noon, 2 to 4. 2 to 4.
10
so
to 12,
10 to 12, 2 to 4.
Central Standard.
And I'm a little out of the loop because I haven't done this in just a little bit, but we're going to get back in the swing and it's going to be wonderful. We are bringing you just a little sampling, a broad sampling actually, of some of our most favorite items, because here at Shop LC, it's Christmas in August. And I know a lot of people, I can hear you groaning, I can hear your eyeballs rolling, but stop for just a second and think about the wisdom of that. Hold on one second. It is allergy season here in Austin, Texas. Yes, we are both a little, we're both a little husky today. With a little, we have cedar fever. You don't know what's going to happen.
It's not cedar fever yet.
Is it? What is it?
Mold.
Mold?
We just had some rain.
Mold?
Of course.
Well, I'm glad we're inside. We know that matters anymore.
Let's see.
But the whole point, and listen, I'm one of the very first people, who did the bah humbug. It's too early for that. Let's just go back to the olden times.
Grass and mold.
Oh, grass and mold. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have my big beverage bottle, which I will be sipping from time to time, and also a fresh box of tissues, which we'll probably use up. Let's be realistic. But let's talk about August. Let's talk about Christmas, and let's talk about deals here at Shop LC today. Christmas in August really sort of gives you a major opportunity to not just jumpstart, but to completely sidestep the January, oh my gosh, what the heck happened, okay? What the heck happened? When all of those nasty bills come rolling in and you set the tone for your brand new year, 2025, up to your eyeballs and, oh, what the heck was I thinking? So what it does is it allows us at Shop LC, as your very best shopping associates, we really love to help you find the deals. What it does is it lets you sort of get ahead of that. Our budget pay system, offering you 5 interest-free budget pays, is not a credit card. You make one payment on any of the items that we bring you at any time on the web, social media shopping like today, or during our live television shows. One payment and we ship those items out to you. We literally carry the other 4 payments, the balance for you, for 4 payments, and then you own it. That's kind of a different solution compared to other places which are just offering you the opportunity to extend your payment. So let's tie you up for 24 or 36 or 48 months. Let's make buying a nice piece of jewelry like buying a car. I mean, you sign your life away. We believe in bringing you an incredible value straight up, and if you need that assistance to make some nominal payments along the way, we help you out with that as well. So we're staying true to our value proposition. Okay, I have to tell you something. I wore a brown dress today just so I can show you these opals. Now, it's true. It is absolutely true. Hey, Shake Shop. But here's the thing. Brown right now is having a moment. I can remember being in high school, which was many decades ago. Okay, I went to school in the 70s, and I can remember my mom telling me way back then, brown is really, what you could do black, or you could do gray, or you could do navy. Sometimes we think of brown as not being a very sophisticated color, but I have always loved the earth tones. And so for all of you earthy gals who've got a little dirt under your fingernails, or you just love the browns and the bronzes because it's your color palette, these opals are positively a must-have. Now, when are we going to do these, Jennifer?
That is going to be our last item.
Okay, so this is going to be.
So we're going to save the best for last.
Which means I can wear this for the whole show.
Yes.
Yay!
All right, we got a little housekeeping.
Oh, we do?
Yes, some things that have happened since you've last.
Do I have to sweep? If there's vacuuming involved, I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
Yeah, you got to take out the trash. And,
Oh no. I just did all that at home.
Cinderella.
I cooked breakfast. All my dishes are done. I'm not doing that again.
Look behind you.
Now I knew about the new number, but I have to tell you something. I don't have it memorized. So I'm going to turn around. Hold on. 888
835.
835 2237.
If you're having issues purchasing on the web,
Okay. So if you're having any issues purchasing on the web,
or if something shows is sold out on the web,
yep.
give them a call. We may have something hiding.
Yes, absolutely. But call that number so that they'll recognize you as one of our live stream customers, because we really want to encourage you to use this media. It's really one of the most underutilized media shopping platforms I think we have, which means it's like having that 8-lane expressway right outside your door, and there are 2 cars. It's your, it's your highway.
Oh yeah. And then also,
So 888-835-8827. Did I get that?
yes.
That's never going to happen again. I just blew the whole thing right there.
Now, we also want to push this to them. Keep reminding them. We're offering 25% off
25. Oh.
on all items.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is use the code LIVE25.
I like that. I am going to cheat though. I'm going to write that number down. And also, you're going to find out that we have this really cool thing. You'll find out during the show. Not everything that we do has a matching piece. Not everything is a full ensemble. But the design team does build things that are definitely the same pattern. So that means there might be a ring that it has the same profile and layout and a pendant. You might see earrings to match. And when that happens, those pieces have already been earmarked for you, and if you decide to choose the whole bundle, you can actually bundle and save the entire ensemble and save 25%. And we'll point those out as they come along. They pop up, you know, you'll just have to pay attention. I'm telling you something, this is a gal who, she is a frugalista. She knows how to save money, and she is a shopper extraordinaire. So she's gonna help you save as much money as possible.
Yes.
And the last bit is a little bit of housekeeping.
I'm trying to load it up.
835-22.
Well, you're loading different things up here.
Okay, all right, hold
Let's
on.
go back.
But wait, there's
All right.
more.
There you go. There's a number right there. 888-835-2237.
2237. Okay,
And then Live25 for the
live 25.
discount.
I have to write stuff down. Okay.
And then don't forget, we got Drive Your Dream sweepstakes.
That's right. And you know what? Here's the thing. When we say that we're going to give away a car, we give it away. We're not asking you to sign up to give that away, and we're not just like clickbaiting, funnel filling, 6 months down the road, 12 months down the road. Somebody is going to arrive in Austin, Texas on September the 13th. They're going to get the keys to that new Nissan Leaf, and they're going to go home in a brand new car. You can enter once a day. There are daily winners, and if you enter on the app on your phone, you can do that now, which is a wonderful upgrade. So you can enter once a day. You can also go to the full website and enter there as well. But we have daily winners who win $100 shopping sprees. So you can do some. You'll be really happy with what $100 buys for you at Shop LC.
Exactly.
All right.
All right.
So our number for live stream customers is 888-835-2237. And if there's something beyond, like if you see something in the show at any point and it inspires you to ask for something else, are there matching earrings? I'd really love to have a bracelet, and whatever it is, use that number and talk to our personal shoppers. Really cool thing is, unlike most shopping networks out there, that personal shopping team is staffed around the clock. And also, all of our shows, whether you're watching here on the live stream show or on the television, everything is live. So we are literally 24/7, guys. If you want to go back and watch the live streams, you can watch those through the live stream library at the main Shop LC website. But other than that, all of these deals are instantaneous. Did you see the post not too long ago on the Shop LC VIP page?
Which one?
It said, those television deals are for real. Because I just saw this on television, and I just checked it out at Shop LC, and it was a lot more money. And there were like capital letters and exclamation points, and emojis. There was a lot of emphasis in that statement, and I thought, see, this person is starting to unlock how important it is to be part of the shopping team. We have several brands that we offer you routinely. top tier luxury brand is going to be Rhapsody. If you see the name Rhapsody, get ready, guys. You're going to have a luxury experience. I mean, name your luxury retailer. 47th Street, Hill Street in New York, your major shopping mecca, and that's going to be your experience. The only difference is going to be the price tag. Since we bring the whole process under one roof, and we have extremely well-versed and talented teams that execute every step of the process, that saves you a lot of money. We don't have to outsource. We don't have to pay the outsourcing fees. We're not asking you to support 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 or 12 other companies to bring you a luxury item. We bring it in-house. We've been doing that for decades. We have a design team that has decades of experience. They literally immerse themselves in the culture and the art of jewelry and making fantastic things. And the bottom line is incredible value and variety. Rhapsody is always in 950 platinum. Ileana is still a luxury item. It's for the shopper who wants to enjoy the luxury of beautiful gemstones in 18 karat yellow gold or white gold. So Ileana, and it has our branding in there. We don't make Ileana pieces for any other audience. It's all about you. The next tier is going to be Luxoro. You're going to find beautiful things that are still very beautifully executed in the quality and the finesse and the design aspects. And they're going to be done in 10 karat or 14 karat gold. Sometimes yellow, sometimes white, just depends. But you can literally go and search by any of those brands at the website and see that entire offering that day. Our biggest effort and our biggest inventory is in something called DeJoy. You will see that hallmark inside any of the rings, on the back of the bracelets, stamped on the earring findings. DeJoy is our logo, it's our motto, which has been stamped inside of those bands to remind you that our main purpose in life is called delivering joy. When you walk into this building and you come back into the production side of the Shop LC, there's a little sign on the door and it says, "How will you deliver joy today?" So it says it in sort of a quiet font, you know what I mean? And then when you get ready to go home, it says, "How did you deliver joy today?" So it's a mindset, it's a culture, and I love knowing that I'm just a little part of that team that has that mindset. So if you see DeJoy in the logo, those are items that are going to be made in sterling silver. Sometimes they have extra luxury finishing details like platinum, like 18 karat yellow gold or rose gold. Sometimes they have rhodium on top, so they're beautifully finished pieces. And the thing that you're going to find out, guys, is that the whole concept is based around value. So if there's something that you're seeing that you're not seeing anywhere else, that's because our stone team, our gem hunters, are not just gem hunters. They are value finders, and they bring you a ridiculous amount of selection, and that's great. And so that's where we get with this one, guys. I love these opals. This is going to be our last deal of the show. All right, let's get you going.
Load up our first item here.
Whoa, housekeeping, top to bottom. There ain't a cobweb left in here. We did it all. Okay, speaking of rare and exotic, guys, we're going to start off with something that is really kind of a ground floor opportunity if you're a gem collector. I've been a graduate gemologist since 1989. I got my credential at GIA at the old campus in Santa Monica, California. I was gently sort of recruited by my diamond grading instructor who said, "Listen, stay on, be part of the team here." And so I did. I basically submitted my application just so he would leave me alone, and sure enough, I got hired to be a diamond grading instructor, and that was the jumping off board. I was already drinking the Kool-Aid before that, but you know, being somebody who can help you through the process of learning what these stones are is something that I really enjoy, and that's what's going on in this one. This is a gemstone called Turkizite. Now you're going to see it as other branded names called Zarite or Zoltanite, and those sound, you know, very, very kind of exotic. You know, sometimes it's you set the tone by what you call something, how you label it, but we're pretty straightforward here. This is something in gemological terms which is called Turkish diaspore, and why it's important is because this is the Alexandrite of our generation. Alexandrite is something that's been around since the middle 1800s or so, and it's very difficult to find. What makes it so unique is its ability to show you different colors in different light sources. This is not like fluorescence where you pop a fluorescent light on top of it and it glows like a Burmese ruby. This is the ability of a gemstone to literally behave differently in different types of light. So if you have a warm light source, an incandescent light, think about that old school desk lamp where you touch the bulb and it's hot. That light, or a cool light, like a fluorescent light, which can be on for hours and hours and hours, and you can put your hand on it and it's going to be very easy to touch. Warm light or cool light, these are going to have two different different colors. Now, because we don't live from day to day in exclusive light, those two things are just part of the white light spectrum. It makes these stones even more beautiful. When you go back to Shop LC, if you type in Sold 101, what happens is you go back to the Shop LC website. You will literally go back to this piece. Our product team will show you what this stone looks like in exclusively incandescent light or exclusively fluorescent light or cool light. And you're going to see two different personalities. One light is going to show you beautiful sort of green golds, kind of
like what you're seeing behind you.
Kind of like, yeah, what you're seeing, Jennifer's going to show you. So you'll see really a cool light, and then when you switch, if the light box, it goes to almost kind of a morganite blushy color, and it's just gorgeous. So when you look at it in everyday light, which is a combo of all sorts of white light, you get this amazing twinkle. What the stone has that alexandrite can't give you is clarity. Unless you've got endless amount of dollars in your wallet somewhere, you are just not going to find an alexandrite that's this clean and this size. So Turkish diaspora, we call it Turkizite after its source, Turkey, and then ITE, meaning it's from Turkey, just like Tanzanite, Tanzania plus ITE, meaning it's Tanzanite. It's an homage to where it was discovered. But this stuff right now in today's marketplace, you need to get in on this, because I really do believe that in the months and years to come, this is going to be just like alexandrite or Paraíba tourmaline. It's a one-source gemstone. When that mine is exhausted and you can't find these, or the supply begins to diminish and they become smaller, they become more included, which is generally what happens, you're going to see big price tags. Think about alexandrite. It's a color change material as well, but there's just something so amazingly brilliant, and it doesn't look like anything else that anybody is wearing. So if you want to be a collector of the most collectible, it is time for you to get on Turkizite. Okay, this one is, let me look at the details here. Hold on a second. Okay, the main center is a combination cut, so you've got kind of an old-fashioned scissors cut or kind of a princess cut, but it's a rectangular piece. So here's the thing: the center stone is 6 carats. Is that right?
6.58.
6.58. My eyeballs might not work at that range. Hold on. 6.58. It's 11. Oh yeah. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Why can't they do that on my eye test so I could pass that darn thing? Come on. Come on, Doc. 11 by 9, and it says it's an octagon. It does actually have cut corners, so technically it does have 8 sides, but this is a rectangular princess cut. It's a modified octagonal brilliance. There, I got geeky on you. What that means is it's going to have the sparkle and scintillation of a browned brilliant cut, but it's going to have that beautiful edginess that you get from those squared edges. It's fantastic. This is a large stone, and it's showing you that color change instantaneously. The thing about it too is, some people will say, oh, it's too big, I can't wear that. Well, when you have a gemstone that's a little bit bigger, you have a bigger viewing area to view the very thing that makes that gemstone cool. 6 carats or so is really not too big. It's going to be about 11 by 9, I think it said. Now, this is a clearance piece. This one is one of the brands that I told you about earlier. This is Luxoro, which means it's 14 karat, and it looks fantastic on the hand. I mean, you got to look at that. That's a very elegant piece of jewelry. And here's the thing: buying in Christmas in August, you make one payment today, you make 4 other payments. By the time it's getting unwrapped, not only do you experience the joy of giving this kind of gift, and knowing that you've saved from the start price of, what was it, $13,000?
We started out at $35.99.
Yeah, no, but the estimated retail?
Oh, yeah,
$15,000. Yeah, $16,000. Did I tell you that I had a friend that called me a couple years ago? We just started carrying Turkizite. They were on a cruise, and this guy called me ship to shore and said, I'm on a cruise. I'm thinking about getting Lisa a Turkizite. And I'm like, dude, just come home and call me, okay? Walk away from the jewelry. Put down your, isn't it interesting? The bar is next to the jewelry store.
I know. Yeah.
Duh. Think about it, guys. You gotta get your strategery going, okay? But it's an elegant piece. Remember, your first payment on this is $612.
But if they decide to use the Live 25 code, which I don't see why they
Save.
wouldn't.
We want you to save.
This is their price.
$22.94. That saves you 25%.
And
That's
this will
huge.
make
And the budget pay goes down to what?
$459.
And here's what I'm gonna step out of geeky gem girl for just a second and step into like, okay, let your Aunt Becky talk to you for a second, okay? Let Granny Booker talk to you for a second. Because here's the thing, when I watch Antiques Roadshow and I see somebody that walks in 100 years later with a piece like this, they always have that moment where they stop and they think, how did my ancestor, how are they able to afford this, So the moral of the story is sometimes it definitely pays to give yourself that little bit of a budget challenge. Not always, it's not always worth it, it's not always necessary. But this time of the year, I think, especially when people start to switch into shopping mode and you start to think about, okay, I want to get something really significant. That doesn't happen every year, it doesn't happen all the time, but there are, I think, ladies, we can all say that there's one piece, our best piece. Or gentlemen, I remember when I gave her that best piece, there's that one time when you step out and you do something that's just a little bit of a push. And listen, with the 25% savings on these, definitely think about it. Now, behind the scenes, we take every payment form known to the modern world of banking, but there's also Apple Pay and Google Pay and PayPal credit. So any of those formats, anytime you choose budget pay, it's 0 interest. And it's definitely worth, if you're inspired by the look of this and the rarity of this and the color change aspect of this, less than 1% of all of the gemstones anywhere, probably a fraction of 1%, exhibit any color change. Color change is so rare that if you were looking at a color change diamond or a particular color change sapphire, color change that shows up in any other gemstones, it would be one piece. Maybe it would be 3 or 4 pieces, because the thing that makes color change is based in a geologic process, and that thing happens so rarely that the production of gemstones that show color change is literally a once-in-a-lifetime experience. If you told me I could have a whole bunch of these, or I could have one of those, I honestly would choose Turkizite. And listen, my sister is here to visit for the next couple weeks, and she was digging through my jewelry box and trying stuff on. She's like, oh, you have a. I'm like, yes, I do, because I'm a customer here as well as a presenter. But there comes a time when you say to yourself, that one, okay, that one. So give it a try. The way that you pick these pieces up is you simply go down, if you're on Facebook and Instagram, you're going to type in Sold 101. It will take you back to the Shop LC website. Please use that code SAVE25. And if you have any questions, 888-835-2237. Okay. Are there any matching pieces with this one?
Actually, I was bringing it up.
It's really pretty.
You have a pendant.
There is a pendant. You have diamond accents on this as well. Really more than diamond accents. You have the shoulders and the side stones are there as well. Okay, now, I don't think it's this pendant. It's not this one, is it? It is this pendant. This is the matching piece.
That's what they gave me.
Okay. Callie, thank you for checking in. I really like the stainless steel pieces as well. And I love what you said already. Stainless steel with real gemstones. If I go somewhere and somebody says, oh, I like that, nail salon, grocery store, wherever you go in your daily life, and it's a stainless steel piece, for somebody to comment on how pretty a stainless steel piece of jewelry is so unusual. And when we take the time to build them from scratch and put those genuine gemstones in there, it is an absolutely game changer for those of us who love and appreciate jewelry. Or maybe you love and appreciate jewelry, but you just thought you could never afford it. Callie, thank you so much for checking in. Okay, this one on the neckline, this one is square. This is a little bit of a different presentation because I'm not sure. I'm not sure that it actually is the matching one.
It's not quite the exact matching, but it's very close.
But does this one have a bundle and save? Is what I was getting at.
Oh,
There might be a bundle and save on this because
yeah,
sometimes.
you can look on the website. I didn't see one when I was scrolling down earlier.
Because I believe that we had a couple, but there might not be a bundle and save on this one. Okay, but here's the thing. This is a little bit of a different cut style. This is something called an Asher cut. And you know, if you're a fan of gemstones, or if you're a fan of the geometry of the pattern that makes up the placement of the facets, the little sparkle windows that go on the gemstones, Asher cuts are really kind of an interesting story. You're probably all familiar with that thing called an emerald cut, and it gives you, if you're talking about diamonds, it just gives you a beautiful sort of icy gleam and an icy glow. An Asher cut is actually something that was developed about, well, we'll just say within the last 100 years. And for a while it was a patented cut. So the gentleman that developed the Asher cut, I think his name was Joseph Asher, it was patented. He was the only company that could do it. And now in today's world, it's basically an open source style. So you see many gemstones cut in an Asher cut. But what an Asher cut did is it took the basic pattern of the emerald cut, which this is, I'm going to show you the sparkle difference a little bit here. This has, you know, little facets that are shaped like triangles or kites. And even from this distance, I'm looking at myself in a mirror across the room here about 10 feet away, and I can see the sparkle of this one. But you're gonna notice there's a little twinkle here. You get a little bit of a different light return, and that's because these facets are like little window panes. They're like long and lean all the way down. So think of the way if you're standing at the bottom of a stair, the stairs, and think about the way the risers go up, up, up. Or if you've ever seen a shot of one of the fountains in New York City and all the stairs cascade all the way down to the fountain, that's how an emerald cut is set up. So it's called a step cut. So think of walking down the steps.
Blow up the picture behind
and here's, yeah, thank you. You know what, I'm gonna move this out of the way because I'm not gonna sit down. I may do jumping jacks, but I'm not gonna sit down. But what, the only reason Jennifer's laughing is because she knows it's true. Okay. Yeah. Did I tell you I've been practicing my cartwheels? That's for another show. Okay. But what you're looking at here is what Mr. Asher did is instead of just doing 2 rows, which is a standard emerald cut, he actually came in and he made the center table smaller. So this piece got smaller, this main facet here, and then he changed the geometry. So emerald cuts are usually long and flat, emerald cut stones. What he did is he gave this a little bit of an elevation, made the table smaller, and he layered in a couple of other levels of facets. And honestly, it changed the entire presentation. What did I do with it?
Right there.
Here it is. It changed it.
Like right in front of you, girl.
Like that should make a difference. You've worked with me long enough to know better than that. Wait, where are my glasses? The ones on your head? Or you're walking around the office going, I'm calling my phone, you know, where's my phone, where's my phone? And you're talking to somebody on your phone. I can't find my phone. Anyway, what facets are important because they're the little black dress of gemstones. Gemstones are basically, you know, minerals. They're minerals. So when you're a gemologist, you're studying on some minute degree a little bit of mineralogy, but just the pretty ones. We're not going to get real sciencey. We're just going to talk about how pretty they are. But the facets are designed to help a gemstone take in light all around and keep those light beams inside the stone for as long as possible with this beautiful little sort of pinball effect, bouncing around, lighting up the interior of the stone, showing off the gorgeous colors that Mother Nature makes for us over millions and billions of years. And the Asher cut is really important. For the longest time, it was such an expensive, outrageously expensive piece that you would only see it on celebrities. And it, honestly, today, from today's red carpet crowd, it's still a favorite. And I think it's a favorite not because it's expensive. It requires specialty cutting to be sure, but I think the reason that it's a favorite is because visually it's just so beautiful. All right, this is going to be sold 102. This is also Turkizite. You've got 2.9 carats, and this is just a solitaire, a simple, elegant solitaire. This is just the solitaire by itself. This one is also done in 18 karat yellow gold, so this is part of our Ileana collection. Now, this one also has This was our original, this was our authenticity card, and it gives you a breakdown of what it is. But within the last couple of years or so, we've actually taken it another step, and we're giving you an outside appraisal. This one actually appraises, Jennifer, for $3,000. Okay, you can take it home today, all in at one payment of $929. But you add the code extra 25, that's gonna save you about $250. And then, so that brings your initial budget pay down to what, $200?
$139.50.
And I thought I could do math. Okay, so less than $140. And you know, this is, when you think about collectability, you think about, okay, I'm gonna buy, think about how you're gonna wear it. And really think about how you're going to show off the distinct properties of a stone. A stone like Turkizite, you know what, this might be, you would not be the first mommy or grandmommy or auntie to buy a beautiful gemstone with the intention that it's going to be the engagement ring when so-and-so gets ready, or it's going to be that beautiful ring that you build for somebody when they finish school. Or so, you know, these are legacy pieces that not only start your legacy of collecting beautiful gemstones, but they also are inspirational pieces because they allow you to live in the moment, enjoy the value, but maybe think ahead of time about who's gonna, you know, who are you gonna share this with? So this one is sold 102. This one is Ileana, and again, remember, Ileana is our brand. We don't build these for anybody else except you guys, and you get the appraisal and the grading report as well, appraised at $3,000. This will go beautifully on any chain you have in your collection. And if you're thinking you'd like to put it on a gold chain, we've had some really amazing deals on 14 karat and 10 karat yellow gold rope chains. So just a simple 2mm rope chain, and this thing is gonna be fantastic. And I guarantee you, when it's this close to your face, people are gonna notice it. It's a really, really wonderful gemstone to own. And the fact that it's all set and ready to go in 18 karat yellow gold is just a bonus on top of a bonus. Okay. All right, sold 102. Jennifer, we've got some amazing things in this show today.
I told you.
I know.
Because one of my favorites is in this show too.
Okay.
But it's a little bit later.
You're one of my favorites too.
I was talking about a specific ring.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. All right. Okay, which one?
We're doing this purple sapphire.
Oh, yeah. This is another one, guys, that is going to surprise you, because normally when you think of sapphires, you think of blue, right? That's the majority. But here's the thing, guys. Our buying team, they are so sharp and they are so connected. You know, understanding gemstones is one part of this deal, but understanding where to get them is something else. How long do you think Pradeep has been gem hunting?
Oh, God.
Mr. Pradeep probably has easily 5 decades. He's a very distinguished. He's a distinguished elder. He's sharp. He's spry. He's very passionate about gemstones, and he is not afraid to walk away when the price is not right on a parcel of stones. He will graciously, humbly walk away. And just to let you know, this is kind of a behind the scenes. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you. Our gem hunting team, our closeout buying team, they literally walk away from about 80% of the overall deals that we get on an annual basis. They just simply say no thank you, because they're really, really value focused. All right, purple sapphire. First of all, this is going to come with an appraisal and a grading report. In today's world, having it appraised and having it analyzed, graded, is probably easily a $300 value. That's going to come right along with it. This is a Rhapsody piece. It's set in 950 platinum. And on the hand, I'm just going to hold it like this. It's gorgeous. 25, 39, 99. By the way, the pieces that the pendant that we just brought you and the Turkizite had 5-star ratings. This one is unrated yet. I can tell you that the parcel of stones that this came from is minuscule. For as many stones as we source every year and as many jewelry items as we build every year, the fact that this is set in 950 platinum is giving you just a little hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You've already got some big indicators here of how important and how rare and how expensive and how collectible this gemstone is. The purple sapphire, The whole thing is 6 grams of platinum. In today's world, 6 grams of platinum, this is what you should be getting. A nice platinum band, plain and Jane and done. Because platinum in today's world is still considered a luxury metal. But here's the thing, altogether 1.25 carats. The diamonds that are used as the accent stones are an incredible presentation all on their own. Each of those is micro pave set. They're all bead set with little tiny beads, all the beads. They have to use magnification and go back.
Of them.
Yeah, there are 114 diamonds. Is this close-up camera working, or is that one? Okay. I'm gonna try and bring this in here and show you.
All right. So which camera are you gonna go to first?
I'll go to this one
first.
And let's see. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm using a mirror behind me. Am I there?
Hold on.
Okay.
Remember, this one we have a delay in. So
yeah.
This is the one with the delay.
Okay. So the Sapphire is 72 points. That's 3/4 of a carat. 114 diamonds. It's a 4A grade sapphire, quad A, as we say in the biz.
There you go. You're in.
Okay, and your budget pay is 508. But remember, for today, guys, you've got the 25% extra. Yeah, so let's do this. And you might have. Okay, I can't.
There's a little delay, so
okay.
Bear with me. Oh, there you
but
go.
when you talk about sapphire, am I close there?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you for that.
No problem.
You know, the setting on the stones, the setting on the diamonds has to be done with hand tools and magnification. So you're talking about diamond setters that are literally wearing a magnification headset, a binocular headset, so that they can see what they're doing. Each little prong is finished off and rounded off. So you, not only is it just incredibly beautiful to look at, but I mean, get handsy with it, you know, touch it. It's smooth to the touch, it's really gorgeous. And the whole thing has kind of a lower profile. So if you're somebody that really wants to wear your treasures on a daily basis, this is a setting that will serve you day after day after day. Now, if you type in the extra 25 code, you're gonna save about $500, right? No, more than that, 20, almost 600.
Let me see.
20, because you're dividing it into 4.
25, 39.
I'm gonna guess 675 is the savings. Hold on, Jennifer's actually doing it now.
635.
Oh, 635. You save $635. So your budget pay
It's going to be around 381.
Yeah, your budget pay goes to 381. I'm telling you guys, you know, we're bringing you items today that are a little bit more significant in their price points, but they are to the moon when it comes to importance of owning. And I'm just going to turn my hand up this way. You can see from across the room, 3/4 of a carat. It's not a large stone in the overall visual, okay? It's a large stone for this one because it's a purple sapphire. But from the visual impact, 3/4 of a carat. But still, you notice this color. And it's not just pink, it's got those beautiful little bubbles and twinkles of lavender and purple and violet. And you see those predominantly, I think, due to most of to the fact that this is just such a beautifully cut gemstone. Okay, this one is going to be sold $103. Remember, you get the grading report and the appraisal. What do you think the appraisal is, Jen?
I want to say around $10,000.
$7,000.
Wow.
And most people have written back in. Oops, hello. For my next trip.
But for my next trip.
Some people have written back in and said, you know, I got mine reappraised, and it almost always appraises for more.
So I mean, how old is that appraisal?
Well, this one is pretty new. It's in May of 2024.
Okay. But the price of gold's gone up.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and you have to realize that this is subjective to what's going on in the marketplace
at that time.
The rarity of the stone. So, I mean, this one I would definitely get reappraised because this one, this color in the world of sapphire is so exotic. It's so rare. So, all right, how many do we have? I probably should ask that.
We have a total of 19 pieces altogether, all between the sizes 6 to 10.
Okay, 6 to 10. Now, if you talk to the personal shopping team, they may be able to help you out with adjusting the size. Sometimes that's a possibility, but this is one of those pieces that's worth investing 10 or 15 minutes into a phone call. 888-835-2237. I'm going to learn this by the end of the show. It's going to be something that becomes, I'll be dreaming about that phone number.
And then you'll accidentally say it on live TV instead.
You know what happened? I took my car to the shop the other day to get the oil changed and the tires rotated, and somebody asked for my phone number, and I said 888. I started right in with the Shop LC phone number. I was like, oh my gosh, Becky, 12 years, you're good. But yes, you just learn the numbers and just become part of your existence. It goes way past vocabulary. Okay, this one is Sold 103. If you're just shopping with us, Facebook, Instagram, type in Sold 103 below. You're not actually buying the piece at that point. What you're doing is you're just directing your browser to take you right back to this item on the Shop LC website. So honestly, when you're shopping with us on the website and your shopping cart is $50 or more, your shipping is free. So these are pretty much all free shipping today. Budget pay is available. It's interest free. It's easy to do. Remember, we've got a wide range of payment options for you, including Apple Pay, Google Pay, and PayPal credit. So if you're looking for a way to extend the payments, you might want to do that. But 19 of these, and that's it. 950 Platinum. And remember, our Rhapsody brand we produce in-house. They are exclusive, minimal, very, very finite, limited pieces, all set in 950 Platinum. So get those while you can. And while we're talking about Rhapsody, let me just put in a shameless plug for another collection that we have called the Chairman's Vault, which we just introduced this year. And it's unlike anything else I've ever seen us do, where we take one-of-a-kind gemstones. It's not a parcel of 19 stones. They are individual stones, and we produce these magnificent pieces. Now, they're definitely luxury items. So you'll talk about the payments and the prices behind the scenes. But if you want to see some beautiful heirloom quality jewelry, go to Shop LC and type in Chairman's Vault, and the whole thing. Some of the emerald pieces have just been blowing my mind. Mm-hmm. Emeralds, stunningly beautiful. Tanzanites, just collectible, rare, exotic pieces that you can tell. I mean, they just look so New York. They just look so Big Apple. Okay, Sold 103, guys. Remember, we do the live stream shows for you in addition to our regular 24-hour television broadcasts. The live streams happen twice a day, every day, 10 a.m. to noon Central Time, and then the second edition every single day is 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. also Central Time. And if you go back to the main Shop LC website, you can actually see the live stream library. So if you want to go back and see what Lauren's been up to, or see what Chris has been up to, or any of your favorite hosts, Jessica, Loretta.
Who did we have yesterday?
Was Cheryl back in yesterday?
Cheryl Briggs did it last Friday.
Yeah, Cheryl Briggs did
Friday morning.
Healing crystals.
Yeah.
So there's all sorts of things. This is a little bit of a different format where we have a little bit more of a creative freedom to bring you more interesting things. So check it out. You can go back and see that. And you can share those links as well. I had
Marvelous Marva yesterday.
Oh, Marvelous Marva. Yeah, Marva Nation.
Yeah, she was on yesterday.
Lots of great things happening. Okay.
We had some really good deals yesterday.
Oh my gosh. And you can pop in and watch those you can watch them on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram as well. So if you don't happen to, if you've cut the cord on cable, you can still be connected with us here at Shop LC.
Definitely.
All right, option number 104. Oh yeah, this is gorgeous.
Yeah, this one's very pretty.
This is more of what I would call a traditional silhouette because you have an oval stone in the middle. Let's see. Let me put that there. Traced and certified. The start value on this, if you were going to look for a comparable item at retail, our team is estimating it to be right around $10,000. And most of that is due to the fact that that center stone is just gorgeous. Now, in the center, you have something that I can guarantee you will have a very difficult time finding anywhere. The first time that I saw this, I actually thought, okay, what is it? Is it a rubellite tourmaline? Those are rare and exotic. This is called an ember garnet. There are just a few mines that produce this level of glowing redness in a garnet. And I'm going to let you look at the images that are online, but I want you to look at the glow on that baby. That is a rare, beautiful, gorgeous gemstone. And note you've got the brand in the band, so our trademark is giving you the Luxloro name, and you also see that it's done in 10 karat gold. Now this one is actually done in 10 karat rose gold because the rose gold, that tone, just looks so beautiful with the color of this garnet. The center stone is 9 by 7, and cutting it to a calibrated size or a known size automatically sets up beautiful symmetry in the faceting. Now you also had 2.8 carats in the center stone. It's a 3A, it weighs 2.8 carats, and then you've got about half a carat of full cut diamonds. And they're beautiful. You actually have a double diamond halo, and you'll notice that you really have minimal visibility of the prongs, and that's because the prongs are tipped in white metal so that they're really sort of dyed to match the color of the white diamonds. But they're beautiful, and you get an incredible amount of twinkle from every single one of those. If you're a January baby and you think that you have to settle for just one gemstone color, I'm a February gal, so amethyst is my stone. Love the purple, but if I think amethyst, most amethyst is, I only have one color. It's gonna be light purple, dark purple, or anywhere in between. If you're a January baby, man, the garnets are your oyster, really, because garnet is such an incredible family of gemstones, and there are some whoppers out there when it comes to rare. This is an incredible opportunity for you to jump in and grab these. The ember garnet. It's going to have little sparkles. It's almost hard to describe. It's got a little bit of red to it, and if you see an ember in your barbecue pit or your campfire or your fireplace, it becomes this rhapsody of reds and oranges, and they all sort of blend together. And the faceting on the backside of these stones do exactly the same thing. They give you this beautiful color play between rosy reds and ember orange, and they do it in just an amazing, beautiful display. Okay, budget pay on this one is available. Now type in sold 104 if you want to get it home, and you can get these home for 30 days. So if you're thinking to yourself, I just want to take a look at it, that's what you've got. We call it the happiness guarantee because you've got a 30-day window. 5-star review. There's one review so far, but if you take the code for today's show, extra 25, you're going to save an extra 25%, which is going to be about
It's going to make the price down to $1604.99.
Yeah, $1604. So you save over $500. That's for today's show. These prices are good, by the way, until 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Nope, they're good for 48 hours now.
48 hours.
We decided that we were missing out. Some people like to watch.
Yeah, okay. I love that.
We decided to extend out our time frame on these prices, so.
Awesome. Everyday wearable garnets are champions of durability. Diamonds, of course, every day, 10 on the most hardness scale. But you can see even from across the room how this looks. It's a good thing to know up close what you're holding on to, what you have. But when you look at it, the first consideration and the final consideration when you select your next beautiful piece of jewelry is always, how does it look? Let's be realistic. It's a visual experience first and foremost. All right, this one is sold 104. What does that mean? It means you type in the word sold, you type in sold 104. We'll literally send you a link to the Shop LC website. Click that link and it will express ship you back to the link for this stone. Take a moment and look through the photography, because our marketing team does a great job of really giving you an incredible visual tour through every nook and cranny of these pieces.
Yes.
Okay, sold 104, and it is available right now, but not very many. And ember garnet, guys, I've been here for 12 years. We've only had the ember garnet for a while. I mean, this is kind of the new kid on the block when it comes to the wow factor, so grab that while you can. And it's super affordable. It goes down to $1,600 and a little bit of change when you apply the in-show coupon. You save an extra 25%, and you got a 30-day money-back guarantee as well.
Yes.
Okay, 888-835-2237. Reach out to the personal shopping team if you'd like to ask them about any sort of particular payment options. Maybe you want to put a little over here, a little over there. You want to ask about PayPal credit. Hey, whatever you need to know, we're here for you. Coming up next, Radiant Ember Garnet, and Moissanite. Now, these are so cool, guys, because the clasp here is actually a little shepherd's hook. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Well, and I'll just show you back here. This is a lot better. So this is the type of design that you would maybe see in a piece of jewelry from the early 1920s. Art Nouveau, celebrating all sorts of nature. Think about the stained glass from that era with Louis Comfort Tiffany doing all those gorgeous, you know, floral and fauna and beautiful, you know, nature scenes and scapes. And every big designer back then was doing them, so it's not just that particular thing. But this is very much what you would expect to see in the Art Nouveau era, and that is this beautiful, gorgeous snake. Not just the head, but the clasp of the bracelet is basically the snake biting his own tail. So you get the symbol of infinity, of eternity, of always and forever. But you get it in a way that is so creative. This one is actually done in rhodium over sterling silver. The garnets go the entire length of the bracelet, so you get this beautiful 360 degrees all the way around. And the way that you do that is you just turn this like a little shepherd's hook. You just turn it to the side, you just slip it right in, because there's a permanent little sort of jump ring that's right there in the snake mouth that keeps it open all the time. And once you slip that through, this is deceptively simple, because you say to yourself, well, there's not a lock, or there's not this. It doesn't need it, because it's built in and you can't see it, it's hidden, but there's a little post right here, like a little hitching post, if you will, and you just swivel the snake's tail through the mouth and it stays on, and it's gorgeous. $469, all right, $469. Details here are amazing. You got 3 choices for length. You can get this in 6.5, 7.25, or 8 inches, and of course, a limited engagement. This is one of those pieces as well that I look at this and I think, my goodness, that is a complicated design. And this one is not my size, so I won't be able to get it on. That's the first thing I do when I walk in the door. Ooh, what can I wear? What can I wear? These are gorgeous. But get them home and give them a try, because again, a bracelet is a challenging thing. You know, when you start doing design on a bracelet, you've got to be really creative. So these pieces, I feel, are a great little nod to our design team, who just do a great job. Moissanite are the white spacer stones. They're fully faceted. They have this brilliant white kind of look and feel to them. Remember, moissanite by itself is about 2.5 times more dispersive than diamond, so you've got a lot of fire coming out of these stones. And then, of course, the radiant ember garnets are just beautiful. All right, this one is sold $105. You've got a 25% thank you bonus when you type in extra 25 at checkout. $469 is going to save you $115 or so, and you still get the budget pay on this as well. Just make sure when you get back to the website that you choose the size, because all of the bracelet sizes will be listed there.
Yes.
And again, go through and notice how precise the workmanship is, even for the little minuscule details. And I hope you'll be just as amazed as I am to see all of those gorgeous snake skin pattern on the sterling silver on the head and the tail. All right, this one is sold $105. We're going to move on, guys. There have been many gemstones over the last 10 or 12 years that I've been here that come in small parcels and then they go away. We don't bring them back to you because they're very limited. They're very difficult to come by. The quality is not up to par. The price is not there. The value, then the price point is not there. So this is one of those stones that you need to collect right now. And let me just tell you this: if you enjoyed any of our rose spinel or merengue spinel, this is going to be one for your collection for sure. Guys, if you're just joining us, thanks for hopping on to the live streams here at Shop LC. Twice a day, 10 to noon and 2 to 4. If you want to watch them after they're all said and done, you can visit shoplc.com on the homepage and check out the live stream library. Okay, you hear me? Ran to get the earrings. And it says serpent earrings, and you might be saying to yourself, okay, show me the snake. And I'm going to do that right now, because the snakeskin detail actually comes in on the back of the earring. So it's really amazing. So from the front, you've got what looks like just a standard traditional hoop. And by the way, the hinge is here, so it does open and close really nice and wide. Very easy to get in and out of that. And when you line that up, you'll be able to do that very easy in your ear. It's actually hard to do it with 2 hands looking at it. But it's nice and steady in the ear. And you never have to worry about an earring back because you literally have the locking post with the notch that fits into the receiver on that. But the snake part of this, when you look at the serpent detail, and by the way, this is the same profile as the bracelet, but will it show the snake profile on the back?
No, the pictures did not.
The picture didn't show it? So you've got bright polish here on the inside, but the snake skin detail is actually here facing outward on the back side. So these are just really, really pretty. And again, it's one of those details that that just sort of catches you off guard because that's completely unnecessary. I mean, that's just obsessive in the best way. It's like, oh, well, we could just put bright polish on there and be done with it. You know, just a shiny surface. But no, we got in there and did the nuance of the snake skin and the extra detail and the texturing, which I think adds tremendously to the value because it makes these way more interesting and way more unique than, you know, just any other pair of, you know, run-of-the-mill garnet hoop earrings. 3 carats altogether, 3.1, free shipping because this is over $50, $239 any other day of the week, but right now during the show, guys, 25% savings if you get them now. So please don't wait around, get them now. And again, doing Christmas in August, sort of to give you a heads up, a head start on getting some holiday shopping, some holiday buying out of the way with pieces that honestly, I mean, these won't even be here by the time it comes to Black Friday. If you're gonna wait and do your holiday shopping on Black Friday, you will have missed a lot of beautiful pieces. And listen, if it's not the right time for you to do that, that's okay. But we're just being helpful, okay? So you do you, that's okay. Sold 105, I believe. Sold 105?
6.
Sold
Earrings
106.
are 6.
Okay, sold 106. I'm gonna put the earrings over here, Jen, and then I'm just gonna put this beautiful, I love these bracelets with the snake pets, the snake buckle. They're so cute.
Oh yeah.
So different, you know.
Now there is
it's
a
hard to
bundle
do
and
that.
save.
There is. Oh, okay. So if you want to do the earrings and the bracelet, there they are on the display. But if you type in sold 105 or sold 106, you're going to notice right away that they've given you the opportunity to save an extra 10%. So can you do the math on that? Okay, the earrings are $239 regularly, bracelets $469. So you bundle and save, and it takes it to $630. Wow, that is
Let me
that's
just double
$638.
check to make sure this works.
Okay, hold on.
No. You can have either the bundle or save or the 25% off.
Your choice, guys. Listen, there are opportunities to save every day at Shop LC, okay, every day. And you know, I drive about 30, 45 minutes depending on traffic to get back here. I can't tell you how many times I'm out in the garden and I've got my little Bluetooth speaker set up over there and I'm just listening to the show.
Actually, no, I take that back. You're getting both.
You get both?
You get both. I just did the math.
Really?
Yeah.
So you get the 25% off and you get the 10% bundle? Oh God, you gotta get them.
Because I was just doing the math because for the bracelet, the budget pay was $70.50.
Yeah.
And then for the earrings, the budget pay was $36.50. So that comes up to be $107, right?
Oh, but the budget pay goes down to $95. Oh my gosh. So you're getting the show special of extra 25 and you get the 10% on top of that.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's see. $479.
$479. That's with the.
Okay. $479. Yeah.
So why not get the bundle and do the live 25?
What was the price of the bracelet?
The bracelet itself was. Let's go back to the original.
How much how this math works for you? This is Shop
All right,
LC math.
so
you don't get this
was
anywhere
the
else.
original price.
Okay.
All right. And then the original price of the earrings are there. So
okay,
when
you're saving $228, which if you add up all the coupons, that's like getting the earrings for free.
Yeah.
And money back, right? The earrings, well, the price on the the price on the earrings is $239.
Yeah.
So you're saving, if you bundle and use the show coupon of extra 25, you're saving $228, which is like getting the earrings for $10. That's like getting those earrings for $10.
Mm-hmm.
And you get budget pay, which is no interest, no credit check, no qualifying, and we'll ship them to you for free. And you still have the 30-day review period. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There are so many ways to save here at Shop LC.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, don't wait around on that. So type in sold 105 or sold 106. If you want either or, that's great. But if you don't do the bundle, you're just leaving a lot of money on the table. I mean, even if you, let's say, ooh, I just can't stand that earring, that is not my style. You can find somebody to give those to. Okay, that is not a $10 gift. Let me be really clear about that. That is not a $10 gift. But when you buy the bracelet in the size that you need, and you take the 25%, and you take the 10% bundle, you have just bought those earrings for what is essentially boils down to $10.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that my mind is just blown. I might have to lie down and have a cookie now. I'm exhausted. 2 cookies. It might be a 2 cookie situation.
2 cookie deal.
It might be a double cookie. It might be a double chocolate chipper.
That is amazing.
That's amazing.
Deal.
You see, I told you remember the start of the show, and I told you there's going to be lots of bundle and save opportunities. There you go. That's proof. All right. Now hold your horses, because the opal necklace is
still coming up,
and you're going to love it. Thanks for joining us, guys. My name is Becky Booker. I'm a graduate gemologist and a seasoned senior presenter here at Shop LC. And you know, what's really weird is that I'm normally here during the overnight hours, because my permanent home by choice is the overnight show. We do those live from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. right here at Shop LC. So people get a little freaked out when I'm here during the day. Sometimes I'll walk through, and you know, we call that audience the night owl audience. But of course, you know, bats sleep upside down in the cave. And so I walked in one day during the day, and somebody said, "So did you get tired of hanging upside down in your closet?" And I'm like, "Yes, I did. I had to get out and stretch my bat wings." Okay, guys, thank you for coming along. It's if you've ever walked into a jewelry store with high hopes and good intentions, and you just said, maybe by some miracle there will be something on sale that I can afford, and then you walk around the entire store and you look and you try on, and your hopes are dashed with every single outrageous price point, welcome home, okay? Because you're gonna find incredible deals and common sense and a huge number of items that are massively affordable, wonderfully affordable. And the next piece is definitely, my goodness, definitely part of that. Now, we talked earlier about Turkizite as a color change gemstone. But you know, when you talk about a gemstone that's been around for a long time, that has one of the most massive, desirable, I mean, you talk about rubies, they are the king of desirability. And when you start talking about larger rubies that have this brilliant sort of true red color, I think one of the things that makes them so sought after is that true, rich red color. Now, we have red sapphires, and actually I had a little chat last night with Steve Cardone. He was texting me because he wanted to understand the difference between what are called red sapphires and rubies. Because when I was in gemology school back in the 80s, and you said red sapphire, people would just jump on you. There's no such thing. Sapphires are anything other than red, because ruby and sapphire are the Romulus and Remus of the corundum family. They are both part of the same gemstone. It's like making a batch of cookie dough, or it's like making a batch of pancake batter, and you put chocolate chips in this one, and you put, you know, pecans in this one. It's essentially the same thing. You're just changing the accent, okay? And that accent in the crystal lattice produces a different color, but for all intents and purposes, it's almost the same recipe. So when you talk about red rubies and anything that's not red as sapphire, then you flash forward to today's world where we're calling them red sapphires. It takes a little time to wrap your brain around that.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to understand something right here and right now. A red, okay, or sunset red sapphire is not and cannot and will not ever be the same color as ruby red, because you've got an entirely different color palette, and it's that honest, true, rich kind of red that may have a little secondary color of kind of a bluish tint, or it may have a little bit of a secondary color of kind of a purplish tint, but there are no warm colors in ruby. Ruby is this incredible, powerful, strong red. That brings us to today's world, where rubies from Burma or rubies from that area, which is now called Myanmar, are so rare and so unheard of, because those ruby fields have been mined for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, and they're becoming extremely depleted. There's a noticeable difference in size and color and clarity. Less clear stones, less smaller stones, different colors, stones that are highly included. And that means that the demand for ruby, which never goes away, has to be satisfied by other locations. And that's where the Montepuez mines come in, because the stones that are coming out of there are just so gorgeous. And again, you're getting that beautiful, legendary ruby red color. When it comes to rubies, there are a couple of different ways that they can be presented. First is completely natural, no treatments, no enhancements whatsoever. The next and most commonly done throughout history is a heating process which exposes the crystals to a controlled heat source, and that heating process allows the color to deepen and richen. And if there are any pockets of color or striations or zoning, it tends to repair that, and also it just gives you a beautiful intensity that is just so gorgeous. The third way is the Fisher filling process. We Fisher fill our Nyassa rubies, and I love them because they're big and they're rich and they're colorful, but they've been color enhanced by the addition of a substance that's literally added to the crystal. These are not Fisher filled. These are not lab created. These are earth mined little treasures of geological awesomeness from the Montepuez mine. That's a big ruby. Let me make no bones about it. That's a significant size in the ruby. And I don't think I have my fluorescent. Do I have a black light?
No, we don't have any black lights.
Okay. We don't have any black lights, but when you expose a ruby to black light, it's got a fluorescence. Wow. And that's because this has chromium. It gets its color from the addition of chromium in the crystal lattice. Can you believe that this is $13.99? I cannot believe that, guys. This is in a Luxoro mounting, so it's in 14 karat. It's in 14 karat yellow gold. Let's see. It is going to be 2.86 carats. You've got about 4 grams of gold, which, by the way, is over $2,500 an ounce right now. And then you also have the side stones of diamonds. I wanted to make sure they were diamonds and not something else. Classic elegance. And not only do you have one main row of accent diamonds, but you have 2 smaller rows, so it almost looks like you have 2 petite diamond bands which snuggle up under the main ring. It's a really pretty piece. You can take that home for one budget pay. These have 3.3 stars, so you got 3 reviews out there to enjoy. The start price on this is about $7,600. Rubies in today's world and for all time are the most expensive stones sold as luxury items anywhere in the planet, no matter what your zip code is. Rubies bring the highest prices, period. And it's really interesting because they're known as the king of gemstones and the gemstone of queens, and I love that. Interestingly enough, this is available in half sizes, which is something unusual. When we take the time to produce half sizes, that tells me that the demand for this particular design has been very great, because we don't do the half sizes very often. Those are special molds.
And we
special
actually
sizing.
go from a 5 to 11.
Yeah, 5 to 11. So that's going to be
Crazy.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's about 14 different sizes, or 15 different sizes, 13 or 14 sizes, considering half sizes. So again, this is beautiful. Now, before you add the show, this coupon of extra 25, you're at $1,400 on a piece that our team says would be about $7,800 at retail, and it's all about that ruby. The mounting, the gold mounting, is definitely a pricey proposition at this point, and the diamonds are also a significant added value for you as well. But that ruby with that color and that size, yeah, that's a gorgeous piece. Okay, add the show coupon of an extra 25%, and you're gonna save about $350. We'll ship it out to you with free shipping. You still have a 30-day inspection period, and it's set in 14 karat yellow gold. This is still August?
We are still in August.
That's right. September, October, November, December. Make your last payment in January, done and done. Whether it's for yourself or a near and dear, it's okay. You're gonna love these pieces. All right, this one is sold 108, is that right? Oh, 107, sold 107. The diamonds are GHI3. And you know what? When it comes to diamonds and side stones like this, these are absolutely perfect for this. They add so much beautiful, bright diamond sparkle and brilliance, which is exactly what you want them to do. They are the side stones. They are the backup singers. They are not the main attraction. Shubop, shubop. Okay. I just love that you can get a home in half sizes. I mean, that's so cool.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's so cool. Guys, please like, follow, and share. If you know somebody who likes to have a little bit of fun and loves beautiful jewelry or bargains, or you never know what's going to happen, invite them to join us here on our social media streaming platforms. We do 2 shows a day, 10 a.m. to noon, and then 2 to 4 p.m. And you can find previously aired shows online at shoplc.com. All right, Morganita Rosa. This is so gorgeous. I think that the name of this is really sort of an homage to Tony Diniz, right? His Portuguese accent, one of our famous gem hunters from Brazil. Again, a gentleman who definitely has a presence in the world of gemstones, and not just hunting them, but finding them. This one is beautiful. You've got this gorgeous blush, and this one, Morganite, for me, is perfect in an emerald cut like this, an octagonal emerald cut, because there's just something so peach Bellini about it. You know, you see that gorgeous blush tone. These are almost always going to be set in something that's got sort of a rosy metal to it. This happens to be set in 14 karat rose gold, and it's a fabulous piece to own. Now, starting off at $12.69, but wait, you've got a show coupon today of extra 25, so type that in when you check out. Shipping and handling is free, so that 25% is going to save you $250, about $340. And you still get the budget pay, and you still get free shipping, and you've got 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 on the sizes. Did I tell you that we had PayPal? This is really pretty. PayPal credit behind the scenes. Just about any kind of plastic you have in your wallet is gonna, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not here to spend your money, and I'm not telling you to spend money that you don't have, but I am telling you that we are in such a rut of, I can't have it, it's too expensive, that's not for me. And that's a learned behavior. That's just from years and years and years of walking into jewelry stores and realizing, well, good night, nurse, I can't afford any of this stuff. It's beautiful, I love it, I want it, but I can't have it. It's nothing worse in the world than that. And we know that. So we do make things incredibly affordable. All right, get it while you can. It's gorgeous. Now, are there any, I think there was a pendant originally that went with this. Is there a bundle and say?
No.
No, okay. Oh, multiple shapes?
Nope.
Oh, this was an extremely limited parcel then, because we just did rings. Okay.
Yeah, we only have 8 pieces in total.
Okay. So grab it while you can. Sold 108. So thank you very much for getting in on that. And listen, I get it. I think sometimes you want to think about buying jewelry, but it's such a hassle to get to the store. Traffic is a nightmare. What do you get? Maybe you have, you know, in your mind that you want to look for something else, or maybe you're just learning, and you don't know what or where or who to listen to, or you want to learn, you don't know who's willing to teach you. That's why you come to Shop LC. Not only do we want you to understand the ins and outs, but we want you to become absolutely passionate and fascinated by these beautiful things. You know, do you ever stop and realize that if you go to a restaurant and you have a great meal, okay, or you walk into a store where you buy a beautiful piece of clothing, or you can see the process and you understand that there's a certain process that you have to go through in order to produce that particular meal or that particular automobile, or even somebody that just arranges flowers. When you're looking at treasures like this that grow as part of a geological process, it's just something that happens absolutely miraculously. The right chemical elements, the right amount of heat, the right amount of space within the right spot on the Earth's crust at just the right timing. And these aren't things that crystallize instantly. This is not like add ice cubes and now you have quick jello. I mean, you're talking about a process that can take millions, billions of years. And I am constantly fascinated by that because these happen without humans. You know, morganite, tanzanite, turkizite, they grow within the Earth's crust without the human hand whatsoever. So it's sort of, you know, looking at gemstones, for me, it's almost I don't know, it's an experience that reminds me that there's something far greater out there. Whatever your spiritual practice is, it's almost a spiritual practice for me, reminding me that nature in and of itself is such a tremendous process. And then we get to appreciate it. So I'm glad that we're on the appreciation end instead of the building end. But yeah, you want to have that experience. Just got a piece of jewelry on from Shop LC. Okay, guys. It's really easy to shop. If you're on Instagram, TikTok, you just type in the item number sold and the item number, and it will get you right back to the Shop LC webpage. TikTok, all the shopping information is right there. You just go down and follow the information, and it'll get you right back to that. But when you watch us on the live shows, you're literally shopping with us on the Shop LC website, and when you shop on the website and your shopping cart is $50 or more, your shipping and handling is free. It doesn't matter the price of the item. If you're buying 5 items at $10 a piece, your shipping is free, and that's a big deal. Okay, pause. Tanzanite. I was shocked. You know, Matt and Tenor and Lolo all went there. They went back to Arusha. They went back to the Marilani Mining District, and the reports that they brought back, guys, were not hopeful. Unfortunately, this is a gemstone that many people say the mine is past its heyday. I was lucky enough to go there and actually go down into the mine about 10 years ago, and it was a fascinating process to realize that you're standing, you know, 500 feet below the Earth's surface in a particular formation that only exists in one place on the planet. Gemstones that we treasure and enjoy are the result of a geological process. And that process doesn't exist anywhere else on the planet. That's why Tanzanite is, has been, and probably always will be a one-source gemstone. There are people today still looking all over for, can we find another spot that produces Tanzanite? Because this is a piece that is in very great demand. It's pleochroic. That means it shows you a couple of different colors. It's directional color, so you see a kind of a shift or this playful back and forth between violet shades. If you can imagine that you see the purples of a really rich amethyst and the deep blues of some of the world's most gorgeous sapphires, that's exactly the playful back and forth that you get with Tanzanite, except you get a third color in there, and you're going to notice in an oval shape, sometimes you will notice little flashes of pink that get splattered through as you see that third color in Tanzanite. But that's a beautiful stone. I love the darker stones here because it's so unexpected. It adds a certain depth of color and mystery to the double halo and the double edging on the piece. And this one is AAA on the Tanzanite, and you have natural champagne diamonds and white diamonds as well. So listen, if you're out there and you're already buying that luxury brand that brings you the diamonds that are the cocoa colored diamonds, they're so expensive. champagne diamonds in their darkest color at C7 are going to rival some of the cocoa color diamonds that are out there, and they're an amazing addition and accent piece. But you're seeing incredible color on this tanzanite. A lot of folks, I think, have gotten way off into the, it's got to be, you know, quad A or go home colors of tanzanite. But think about it, we don't really do that with any other gemstone out there. You want to be able to experience all of the colors of tanzanite, and you know, you got to remember that the difference between quad A and triple A. So you've got three A's over here, and you've got 4 A's over here, and you've got this kind of spot on the color palette where this one sort of comes in at the top of its range, and this one sort of comes in at the beginning of that range. So there's this. What's the chart called with the 2 rings that overlap? A Venn diagram? It's a Venn diagram. It's a Venn diagram. Color grading is a Venn diagram.
I'll believe you.
Jennifer's like, but it's a subjective thing, and it's a range of color. So just hear me out now. If you're saying to yourself, I have shopped quad A tanzanite and it is not within my budget, I want you to think about buying triple A tanzanite, triple A grade tanzanite, because you still get a depth of color. It's going to be a little less saturated, but you get this wonderful trade-off of playful sort of twinkle and sparkle and brilliance in the triple A stones that you don't get in the quad A stones, because they are super saturated. So when you lighten up on the color just a little bit, you add a little more brilliance and sparkle from the ambient light in any situation, and the bottom line is stunning, okay? $399. I swear that should say $13.99.
If you say so.
18 karat vermeil rose gold, so at least 2.5 microns of rose gold on top of the sterling silver, and then of course you have the beautiful brilliance of the champagne and the white diamonds. All right, your budget pay on this right now is $80, but we have a show code which is extra 25. You're going to save 25%. That saves $100 off the top. This still qualifies for free shipping. You still get budget pay, and we don't have a lot of sizes left. Grab it.
Yeah.
Grab it and wear it and feel like you're wearing the best, because you really are. I mean, the start price on this, $4,000, or no? What is the start price? $1,900. Okay. It's got a 5-star review as well, so check that out. All right, check that out. This one is sold $109. That's an amazing deal right there.
Mm-hmm. You know what else is an amazing deal?
Oh, what?
The pendant.
Okay, are we gonna bundle and save?
Well, let's double check.
Okay.
Because I can't guarantee it.
Alrighty.
Yes, it does have a bundle save.
Bundle and save. Okay, $359 on the pendant, the pendante. And the pendant is just the pendant. Will fit beautifully on any chain that you got in your wardrobe. Now, you may be saying, well, where am I going to find a rose gold chain? Well, how about Shop LC? We've just gotten in a batch of Brilliantina chains that have rose gold on top of sterling silver, and this would be so gorgeous on that. So check it out. Check out rose gold chains. Or, listen, just talk to our personal shopping team, guys. 888-835-2237, and they'll help you find a chain that will look beautiful on it. And I'll tell you, between the 25% and the bundle and save, you've saved enough to buy several chains. Let me just put it to you bluntly, okay? You really have. $10 buys a lot of beautiful things here at Shop LC, and that's the price point that you will probably find a gorgeous chain. Beautiful. All right, here's what you do. Go to your chat. If you're on Instagram and Facebook, Instagram or Facebook, type in sold 110. That will get you to either the ring or the pendant. When you look at your screen, it'll say bundle and save. You can choose that bundle, then you go to checkout, then you type in extra 25, because I'm pretty sure that's working for this one as well, and you get all the coupons. You don't have to choose. And like we showed you earlier, guys, you're probably saving enough to almost get the second one for not much extra. So try it for yourself. You can see all the math right there in front of you. And when you type in sold, You're not actually buying the item then, you're just really saying, okay, take me to the Shop LC website and let me see how this works out. So I love how you can do that every step along the way. Free shipping, budget pay, 25% off, 25% off, and then you bundle and save for an extra 10. I love it. Okay, my friends, they're gorgeous. Now the tanzanite in the middle is going to be about 1.25 carats, I believe.
0.96.
Oh, the tanzanite is 0.96?
Mm-hmm. The tanzanite's only a 7.5 by 5.5.
That looks really much larger. I apologize. I underestimated the diamonds. You've got a double diamond halo though, which does a great thing. And you can see that the shoulder of the ring becomes the bail of the pendant. And then the stone gets rotated 1/4 turn so that you get a nice vertical on the way the pendant lies on the neckline. It's really beautiful. And again, budget pay, all the extra savings, free shipping, lots and lots of goodies for you here today at Shop LC on the live stream show. And the bundle and save, whenever that's available, you'll see that on the web. And I encourage you, especially those of us, I'm going to include myself, who I enjoy wearing pieces that match. There's just something, I don't know, there's something so rich about, oh, and I have the pendant to match, you know. There's just an unspoken richness about it. I'll tell you, I think that comes from working regular retail for a number of years, because it was not very often that most folks would say, oh, I'll take the matching pieces, you know, just, I don't know, just usually people think about it, but it's not part of the regular budget scheme at that point. Okay, guys. Remember, guys, you see it on the web. You have any questions, you want to talk to a live person, we have a team of specialty shopping assistants called personal shoppers, and it's free to use that service. It's 888-835-2237. You can reach out to personal shoppers 24/7, and they'll do their absolute best to answer all your questions. So please feel free to take advantage of that service, because it's really wonderful. I mean, I use personal shopper, goodness gracious, I work here, so it's really nice. Okay, we're going to take you to a whole other level of luxury right now. And before I pick up the actual item, let me just show you one of the really cool things about this, because this one is tricky. This is not rookie jewelry. This is top-notch, top tier. You got to have your best metalsmiths working on this. You can see here that one link is actually composed of 4 individual marquise cuts. And when you set them like this, they almost look like a laurel leaf wreath. So I love the way that this looks. It takes the edgy shape of a marquise and it turns it into this almost playful little twinkle just in the shape. And that's just where it gets started. Big nod of appreciation to the folks who sit down with a light and a white sorting background and tweezers, and they literally sort and measure and match for color and size every single stone in every single piece that we do. That's right, they sit down at the table and sort through those. I did that job for a while at a diamond house in Chicago, and there's something very satisfying about, you know, picking out a suite of stones for a particular piece of jewelry and knowing that they match on this level, but this is next level. I mean, how many stones are in here? 254. 254 marquise cuts. And when we do a suite like this, there may be, there might be several hundred pieces in this collection, and you have to do 254 matching pieces for each piece. And I'll show you something else tricky about this one. Do you see the points? The point of the marquise is literally wrapped around in a prong. So this prong has to come out of the casting process, and it has to stand straight up like a little stick. And then the silversmith has to go back in and make sure that all of those stones nestle into each one of those pieces, and then the little prong on the end gets folded over. It literally gets tucked in. Okay, if you thought hospital corners on your bed were a challenge, honey, you ain't seen nothing yet. And when it comes to putting these together, You've got a beautiful strong clasp. The clasp is literally the same width as the necklace itself. These are going to be about 1/4 of an inch wide. You could just as easily do one single strand, but no, this goes all the way around the neckline. And let me just fold that back. You have 2 figure-8 safety closures. You can wear this to, you know, a state dinner or a wedding reception. So you could hobnob till the cows come home, or you could YMCA until the cows come home, and it's a stunning piece. Now, I have the opal necklace on as well, but let me just hold this out of the way, because on the neckline, that's a game changer. It really is. And you know, I love how as you look at the rules and regulations of fashion and what goes with what, when, and where, isn't it great that we live in a time where you are encouraged to develop your own unique sense of style? I love that. If you wanted to wear this with a suede jacket or a beautiful strapless sundress, I mean, you just look great. Now, I'll tell you something. This color, I gotta tell you about this color. I call this periwinkle tanzanite, and I think I'm the only person in the world that calls it periwinkle tanzanite. Periwinkle blue is one of my favorite colors. In the medium shade like this shade of tanzanite will probably remind you of Ceylon sapphires. And I think it should. Remember what we talked about earlier? When you go a little bit lighter on the stone, you add a little more transparency and you allow the facets to do what they do, and that is add illumination and brilliance and sparkle and lightness to any gemstone. Let me just say this to you. If these are medium shades of tanzanite, if these were all Ceylon sapphires, you could not put a price tag on this, Jen. You couldn't. You could not. It's a very regal piece. This deserves to be in your collection. This one is done in sterling silver, a precious metal which has been used for thousands of years, but it's still a wonderful value factor when you're talking about the difference between gold and sterling silver. Now, all precious metals are on the upswing right now, but sterling silver is always still going to be less than gold. But this is, you are not compromising here. This is beautiful quality. $1,069. Add the 25%. Take that savings. Shipping and handling is free, and we do have earrings coming up in the same style in just a bit. So this one is sold 111, 37 carats, platinum on top of sterling silver, 254 gorgeous tanzanites in a color that is just really spectacular. I think it's a big part of the tanzanite world when you're talking about just availability of stones. But I think a lot of times the lighter colors get overlooked because you just think about grading in sort of a quality way, where you think, well, if it's not quad A, it's just not worth it. But that's not true. You know, grading is something that helps you find your sweet spot on value, and those are beautiful, gorgeous clear stones. All right, take the 25%. That one is sold 111, and the earrings are fabulosity. Okay, this is an inside-out hoop, and I'll put them on real quick so you can see what they look like on an ear. Long hair, short hair, updo, ponytail, I don't care. This is one of those wow factor earrings that you just see coming down the block. I mean, they're gorgeous. $269, 10.5 carats, and you can see right away, look at this profile. We'll show you what the earrings look like because they're the same profile. And they're an in and out hoop, which means you've got the front facing earrings going this way, and then you turn that setting around backwards and you bow it around so that all that color flows out right from the backwards forward. Look at that. Now there's a little transition here on the bottom where the front meets the back. You see that in the picture, but when you put this on an ear, it never shows up. These are nice earrings, and I'll tell you something, you can tell that these are designed by somebody who knows exactly how to put together an earring, because these are not heavy. They're substantial, but I would say they're also comfortable. And do you get bothered by a heavy earring, Jennifer?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I call it the earring headache, you know, because your ears don't necessarily take a lot of weight. Now, 10.5 carats of tanzanite, 5-star review. I'm seeing that. I'm trying to get this.
You ready to see something else?
Yeah.
I was trying to hint at it on the while you're on the necklace.
Okay, I'm trying just not to absolutely lose my mind and lose control, because I'm known for kind of Would you tell her to sit down and be quiet? The woman in the brown dress? Yeah, security. Okay, we started off the show by telling you bundle and save. Now, remember I told you, and work in retail is fun because jewelry is it's an industry of celebration. It really is. You're celebrating something. Tie in the knot, untie in the knot. Those parties can be fun too. Birthdays, you know, a milestone, whatever. Maybe you're just celebrating Monday, whatever. But walk into a store, and I've seen it happen a lot of times. People walk into a store and they really think, you know, I've got this amount of money and I want this amount of money to buy me this thing, and so many times it's just not possible. And so people leave empty-handed and a little heartbroken, and that's never fun. But that's kind of a game changer for us here at Shop LC because we are absolutely going to make sure that you get value. So this one is $10.69, right?
The necklace was.
Here's the math. Okay, here's the bundle and save
There we go.
math.
Yeah, $10.69.
$1,069 for. I mean, this is. I'm looking at this in the mirror. The weight of this, it's so substantial that it almost looks like fabric. It's got that much body to it. So the necklace is $1,069. The earrings are $269. So that's 12. That's like $1,350.
$1,339.98. Got it
Okay.
up on the screen. Look on the screen.
Okay.
The
All
little
right.
calculator
Okay. Got
right
it. Okay.
here. I got you a calculator.
$1,339.98.
So
So the first thing that we're gonna do is take off the 25. Or we're gonna bundle and save.
we're gonna bundle and save
Okay.
first.
So that saves you 10%. Okay. So that's.
brings you down to $1,205.98.
That brings it down to $1,205.98, and I'm talking about this double row necklace and these matching double row inside out hoops.
Mhm.
So you're at $1,205.98, and now you're going to put that into the shopping cart checkout process.
Type in live 25.
You type in live 25 and you save an extra 25%.
So that brings the price down to $904.49.
Wow, $904.50.
And then if you're doing the 5 budget pays,
Make one payment today, one of 5. We're gonna ship them out right away.
Yeah.
But after all your savings, you can get both of these pieces home for $180. So again, the bundle and save and the extra 25, it's like getting the earrings for free. It's like getting the earrings for free. Oh, and by the way, we'll just stuff some money in the box too. It's like getting the money. It's just, and you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe Jennifer. You can go to the website and check it out for yourself. Do the math and then let the numbers do the talking, okay? Let the numbers do the talking. And these are beautiful. I'm checking these out. That's a gorgeous earring. You know, that's a gorgeous earring. I mean, that is a rich lady earring. That is a big budget earring. That is a lots of dollars earring. It just looks fantastic. And can I just tell you something? How long are you going to wait to enjoy? How long are you going to wait? Don't wait. Please don't wait. What's that old saying? Yesterday is gone. We don't know if tomorrow is going to be here. That's why it's called the present, because today is all we have and it's a gift or something. I'm sure I totally slaughtered that. Something. But that's so true, guys. Today is all we got. And that's why it's called the present. So put a bow on it and wrap it up. The extra 25% and the 10% bundle and save do not always work together, but they're working together today for you big time, okay? And you still have a 30-day money-back guarantee. This is the price and the value and the experience that you get when you see a massive global entity like Shop LC circled up the amazing level of talent and skill that it takes to put these pieces together. We don't have to outsource these. Our stone team finds the deals, negotiates the savings and the bargain on every parcel of stone. It's literally every gemstone. Our design team builds a wax model, makes the models. Our casting team builds all the pieces individually, finishes them all individually. Our stone setting team carefully sets every stone into the pattern that's required to give you these beautiful finished pieces. And it's all done it's just, I mean, I don't know if we do it for fun or love or whatever, but I can tell you, I'm so glad that you are celebrating whatever it is in your life with us at Shop LC. And I'm just going to tell you from the bottom of my heart and for all of us here, we really do want to be your family jeweler because this is an industry of celebrating. So celebrate right now, guys. Type in sold 112 or sold 111. Take the bundle and save because that price is not going to stick around. And once these pieces are done, there's nobody that we can call to say, oh yeah, send me another 200 of those. Once these pieces are done, they're done. In fact, our design team has been for months already working on, you know, the things that are coming up in the next 6 months. So that's how it goes. It's this beautiful cycle of creativity and inventiveness that keeps things alive and fun and vibrant and value focused. I don't want to take these. I'm just gonna wear those. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna wear them.
Okay. We're gonna on to my favorite piece,
Opals are coming up at the end of the show.
which we're gonna start blowing through pretty quickly because we only got 10 more minutes.
Oh my. Okay, I'm just gonna take these off.
So, but I wanted to make sure we get to this one. This one's my
the
favorite.
London blue. Why do you like it?
I love London blue. I don't know. I think it's the color of it.
It's very. I'm gonna make a bold statement.
Okay.
It's very, the color of London blue for me is very Hope Diamond.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, sit down and Google Hope Diamond. It's on exhibit, I believe, still at the Smithsonian in Washington. If you ever get the chance to see it, it's an absolutely mind-blowing experience. It's wonderful. But Jen's right, 1,000%. There's just no other color like London blue topaz. Now, let me tell you about this. This is going to be sold 113, 10.85 carats. And I've heard so many people, that was the biggest thing that people used to say when I was working retail, that's too big. You know what? I want you to just for a minute allow yourself to go back to being, you know, 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. I want you to think about dressing up for your tea party and having whatever you had for your tea party. I want you to think about allowing yourself the fun and the inspiration of stepping into the playfulness of this whole process, because for so long we have just been absolutely tied down by big retail prices. And I really believe that most retailers, they want to give you the best deal they can, but they're looking at brick and mortar where every square foot has to produce a certain amount of money in along a certain budget. Or maybe they have a celebrity endorsement. Good grief, you can't even walk through most retail stores and find a crossbody bag that doesn't have somebody's brand splashed on it. When we get out of the business of celebrity endorsements, I hope you realize that that's deliberate, because we really don't believe that you need a celebrity endorsement to feel like a celebrity. You just need to step into that role. It's waiting for you. And that's where Jen is 1,000% correct. London blue topaz. Topaz comes from Brazil, most of it does. And most of it, as it exists in the mining process, there's just these big white crystals. So they're beautiful, they're transparent. Some of them can be really included, like quartz, but these come from a mine that produces beautiful, brilliant white topaz. Then they go through a process that you never know what color of blue is going to come out of the process. It might be sky blue topaz, which has been used as a sort of a stunt double for aquamarine for forever. It might be Swiss blue, which kind of has a neon kind of glow to it. So if you love Paraíba tourmaline, but it's not in the budget right now, explore Swiss blue. But if you want something that's going to give you the experience and the hue and the tone and the saturation and the bam on your eyeballs of the Hope Diamond, you want London blue topaz, because it's got that level of color. Blue topaz naturally almost never occurs. There's a little spot here in Texas, out in West Texas, around the area of Mason, and there's a little museum out there that has naturally occurring blue topaz, and it's very faint. It's incredibly light colored, much like sky blue topaz. And because it has happened naturally in the Earth's surface, it is extremely rare. This uses a high-tech process, and it literally redistributes the crystal lattice. It breaks it down and builds it up again, and it changes the way that light absorbs into the stone. the stone absorbs a certain bit of light, and it reflects a little bit of light back to you, and how it reflects back to you is the color that we see. But this is the richest, deepest, darkest blue. And I'm not kidding you. I've been to the Smithsonian. I've seen it. I've walked around. If you go to the Smithsonian and there's a rut in the carpet around the display, those are my footsteps. That's me. I wore it out. But it's beautiful.
We got a call out on your nail color.
Thank you so much. I love that.
You can see it on the screen.
Let's see. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, is that David Michael? Thank you, honey. I think I know who that is. Thank you. Call me later and I'll tell you who it is.
All right. We're going to have to blow through the next 4 items just so that we can get to the necklace.
Sold 113.
This is a clearance item.
This is a clearance item. How much is it?
$773.49.
That is stunning.
But just to let everyone know, if you use the Life 25, it brings it down to $580.12.
Okay, this one is Lux Oro. It's also graded and appraised. So you have 16 by 12. It's AAA, but I would easily go quad A if it were me. Full cut round brilliance, and it is actually set in 10 karat white gold. It's a keeper for that price. Use the code extra 25. Save the money. Get some gorgeous jewelry. Why not? Love is true jewelry and beautiful diamond accents. Okay, this is coming up. All right, this opal, also graded, also appraised. I'm just going to put it on my hand and skip to the details. This is 114. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. I sold 114. Instagram, TikTok. Is Instagram, Facebook, sold 114. Type it in below. TikTok, all the buying information is there. This one is a beautiful yellow opal that has lots and lots of color, and I believe these are Piperasha. Oh, Sangia sapphires. Okay, you look at these, the Sangia sapphire. These are some that people will call red sapphires, and they've got this beautiful sort of orangey red. So they are really beautiful colors, and just one of those gemstones that make you grab that person's hand and go, what is that? They're so distinctive. Price on this, clearance price at $679, but you still get the extra 25% off. So type in extra 25. You still have 5 budget pays. You still have the 30-day review period, and we're going to include the appraisal and the grading report, which is easily $200 or $300 in today's marketplace. Appraised at $2,675. Talk about instant equity. Yes, indeed. Okay. And by the way, this one pairs beautifully with these opals. Don't you think?
And the bracelet next.
Yeah. And the bracelet. All right, the bracelet has this beautiful sort of back and forth extra jump ring, so lots of play and movement on this. One of my favorite bracelet settings is so playful. This one is sold 117. Let's
115.
Oh, sold 115. Available in several links. These have a beautiful transparent kind of secondary golden tint to them, so the body color of the opal here is really important, and it matches beautifully with the ring, but it also matches around the wrist with every color, and these are just full of play of color. They have a little bit of translucence, so you see almost kind of this. This is my favorite because you sort of see through them. They're not necessarily opaque, but they're sort of semi-translucent. Price is $7.99, 5-star review. This one is in 10 karat yellow gold, so it is a really strong workhorse, and it is beautiful. Put them on last, take them off first, treat them like your pearls because they are a porous material, and you want to keep them that color as long as possible. Okay, are we going to the ruby woobies?
Yep, we're going to the ruby.
The woobies. I love these pieces.
And these are a buy and save with the pendant, because there's the matching pendant with it. I'm going to load that one up also.
All right.
So we have both of them loaded.
Now, when it comes to this mounting, guys, this mounting is something that looks like spun sugar. It really looks like almost a Moroccan screen, this very intricate mounting, and it's executed perfectly. This is a bundle and save. You can see that they are definitely a match made in heaven. $6.99. We call it the Mirage collection because it looks like spun gold. I mean, it looks like Rapunzel sat in the castle and whipped this up on her spinning wheel. $6.69 on the ring. You also have Montepuez ruby and natural champagne diamonds, $6.69. You've got a 25% savings, and you also have the matching pendant, and it is gorgeous. The shape of this too reminds me very much of something that would be from a particular era. It's got sort of a, gosh, sort of like a Victorian look and feel to it. Really, it's so complicated. The pendant is $5.39. It's also the same, and you can see right away, even from across the room, that there's the same design footprint. So the same design element is repeated for the ring and for the body of the pendant itself. The backs on the Mirage collection are all finished off, so you'll think in terms of the design of something that might be the Flower of Life or Sacred Geometry or Moroccan screen work. It's very complicated, and it's just beautifully finished. The bundle and save takes it down to an extra 10% savings, which is $1088.98, and then you get an extra show special of 25% off on that. So you save in addition to the 10% for buying
it brings
both.
it under $1,000.
Yeah, it's going to be well under $1,000. It's going to be an extra $250 off or $260 off. So, I mean, the savings in this show, Jennifer, have just been absolutely stunning.
Oh, I know. Okay, now for the necklace.
Okay, now for the necklace.
The last item.
Yes, yes,
So like I
yes.
said, I wanted to blow through those so we can spend some time on this.
Okay, I don't know anybody except Shop LC that has the patience or the insanity to put a piece like this together. And I love this because you do get an entire silhouette of opals. And you're going to see dark cherry red, you're going to see fire opal, you're going to see these gorgeous golden honey colors as well, you're going to see the beautiful icy white, but you get these beautiful color stations all the way around the neckline. Each one of these opal beads is hand faceted, which is ridiculous. This is a clearance price, and by the way, Luxoro certified and appraised. You actually have an 18-inch necklace. There's slight graduation, not much, but you've got all of these done in the family of fire opals, and altogether 78 I'm shaking now, 78 carats. Wow, I love them. If you love oranges and yellows, and if you're a collector of amber, you can wear this with any of your amber pieces, but this color silhouette, putting these together in these big color blocks, these big stations of color, is so difficult to do. And because each bead is hand faceted, there's a slight variation in the size of the bead, the diameter, the height, so it's very difficult to string these. Now this is Luxoro, so these are actually done with 14 karat yellow gold findings. I'm going to turn this around really quickly. You can see that you have a 14 karat yellow gold extender, which is going to be about 2 inches, and then you've got the little Luxoro medallion, which tells you for forever and always exactly what they are. Appraisal is included. The legacy card, so that you always remember what it is, and the details is included. But here's the thing. Clearance price at $569, you're going to save 25%, which is $125, $140. You're going to save $140 on this, so that's going to bring it down to $420 or $430. Any credit card you have in your wallet, Apple Pay, Google Pay, PayPal credit. This next fashion season, these babies are going to be all the rage. I don't necessarily at this point in my life wait for the whatever is fashionable. I tend to kind of just do whatever I love, and I love this color. This is a color in opals, in fire opals, or just in wardrobes in general that is so uncommon. So, you know, you're talking about, from color resonance, you're talking about your root chakra, you're talking about your solar plexus, you're talking about your third eye. There's so many colors in this that are connected to the energy centers in our bodies. And I'm going to encourage you to get this. You're at 118, sold 118 for Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Type in sold 118. It'll get you back to the Shop LC website, free shipping, and that 25% is an amazing, amazing opportunity. How many do we have?
On this, we've got about 34 of them.
She said that like it's a lot. We have millions of people watching, and she's like, oh, we have 34 of them. It's good.
If they use the Live 25 and budget pay, they can take it home today and get it in a couple of days for $85.42. So you may be shopping later.
Get it on the app right now.
Use the Live 25.
I get to use Live 25 too. I'm not going to kid you. And you've got the 30-day review period. If this is a color that you love, grab it and don't look back. If this is a color that you're sort of interested in, grab it and get it home for inspection, because you're gonna find out that this one is a game changer. This is a color that right now in the world of fashion, brown is experiencing, in this season coming up, you're gonna see lots of browns and taupes and British tans, the entire range of browns, chocolate brown and everything in between. But when we're no longer just wearing brown for the sake of wearing brown, this is gonna pair beautifully with yellow, with purple, with gray. I mean, this is such an unexpected color that it immediately sets you and your wardrobe apart from anybody else around. And it's very difficult for us to get these guys. All right, that's gonna be it. We are gonna wrap it up. Sold 118. If you wanna watch the show or go back and see what we did, what kind of mischief we made, go back to shoplc.com and check out the live stream library. This will be posted really well. Grab yourself a bite of lunch, maybe a nap, and come back and join me at 2 p.m. because we're gonna continue bringing Christmas deals in August, so you can get some holiday shopping done. Yeah, and it's going to be moissanite. It's going to be magic. I love moissanite, and I hope you will too, because there are some gorgeous pieces coming up at 2 p.m. right here at Shop LC. All right, everybody, like, follow, and share. Any questions whatsoever, reach out to our personal shopping team at 888-835-2237. They would love to help you add beautiful pieces of jewelry to your personal collection right now. See you at 2 o'clock, everybody. Bye-bye.